What's going on, gamers? Aquarius Beverly here, your host here at Game Fanatics, giving you guys all gaming news. In today's topic, we're talking about Destiny 2, the game that many love to hate, but yet is one of the biggest franchises in the first-person shooter industry. And considering that this game has now finally done its long run of finally giving us the last and final episode of the Final Shape expansion coming out next week on June 4th, I'm really surprised because I know for many of us like myself who have pretty much played this game and fell off and played it some more and then kind of just dropped off a few years, and the game has expanded so far from the last time I played. I think the last time I actually got around to actually playing this game was about 2 years, and from some of the things that I've seen is by far a great dramatic change. As we can see here, this game has definitely improved just on the form of performance. I know one of the biggest concerns that really stopped me from playing this game was the fact of how easy it was and just how it was so friendly for people to play as far as casual players. I didn't really find a lot of challenge with this game, but with having the expansion of the Witch Queen and then with Lightfall being the option to play this on Legendary, makes the game a lot more challenging for us that are more so a hardcore first person shooter gamer, can actually be able to enjoy the different challenges that come with this game. And so I can definitely say that this game has definitely improved a lot. If you've dropped off from playing Destiny and you're just seeing that now finally after 10 years of this franchise actually continuing, who would have thought, right? I actually personally would have thought that this game would have came out with a sequel by now, but they definitely have taken the direction of making this more of a live service expansion type game, which has made this game very popular over the years for people that have followed the story, can really be able to appreciate just on the ups and downs that any industry or franchise has gone through with games expansions not being as good as the others. But from what I was able to see and play, I can definitely say if you haven't played Destiny 2 in a while and you're looking to get back into it, I think it's definitely worthwhile, being at the fact that right now, as the time of this video, I believe you can actually be able to play this game for free with the added expansions that are provided, which is Shadowkeep, The Light Beyond, and also the Witch Queen. Now, if you are on PlayStation, you can actually get some of these expansions for on sale, and as well as Lightfall is currently on PlayStation Plus right now. So if you're, depending on how your preference of playing this game, this game is always on sale. So even if you did not get a chance to actually play it for free or get the games on discount, the expansions are always on sale pretty much on a quarterly basis anyway. So it's really definitely something that if you're looking for a really decent first-person shooter, I can definitely say this game definitely has hold up. Bungie, again, is by far one of the leading giants when it comes to first-person shooters. We have Halo, which is by far the beloved franchise that, again, has been inspired through this game. And for those of you that like sci-fi shooters, this game has a lot to offer for any type of player, from, PvE to PvP, being able to have that competitive cooperation and creating clans and also doing raids and strikes, which allows you to play with 3 to 6 other people. It does have a community base, which I believe that's made this game sustain so long because of the communities that you can be able to play. When this game first came out, I literally didn't even have a family. Wasn't even married, 10 years ago. And now 10 years now, finally married with 3 children now, I can definitely say this game definitely holds itself up and definitely is a player base. Despite of the hate that people say and despise on this game, I think honestly anything that's great, you're gonna have haters for it. But I can definitely say, if you're looking for a game that's pretty solid with a pretty good shooting mechanism, this game definitely does holds up. Now the story is a big questionable, and I think me personally, this is just something to consider with a grain of salt, because when it comes to first person shooters, I never really play first person shooters for the story alone. I really play first person shooters just for the gameplay mechanics, and I think that's what really holds up with this game. If you haven't played the game since the beginning, you're gonna feel overwhelmed because there's just so much to do. There's missions all over. You got different planets from different expansions, and then unfortunately the game was voted, as far as the story, original story canon, a lot of the expansions were actually vaulted, so you're not even able to get to the original base expansion campaign for this game, nor even some of the popular expansions that were in this game, like Forsaken, which I'm very salty that I was not able to be able to play that expansion, because I've heard so many raving good reviews about that expansion, particularly from friends who were actively involved with Destiny at that time. And so, being that there's not any of the story campaign, story missions in this game anymore, it does make it, unfortunately, that has drawn a lot of people away from the game because of that. But nonetheless, Bungie has learned from their mistakes and obviously has stated that they're not going to vote any more content related. So if you're concerned about, buying content or buying expansions and, the game not being available to you, that's no longer in the issue anymore, just because of the fact now you're having more updated content that they're putting out to make sure that it is accessibly available for people to play who have either dropped off of Destiny or just looking to, get started with playing this game. Now, as far as the popularity, as far as how long it's going to withstand itself, I mean, honestly, if it's been sustaining itself for the last 10 years, it's obviously a loyal, player base of people that will still come back and play this game. So I think it just really comes down to your preference. If you're just looking for something to get into and looking for a really solid first-person shooter, I think right now Destiny 2 definitely will hold you up and just give you something to go through and play. And being that it does have difficulty options that you can be able to play through now, it does give you more time to even play as a solo player, even with friends. You can be able to have that sense of challenge with this game, because yes, it has definitely improved. And now being able to play games at 60 to 120 frames per second makes the experience even better. I remember playing this game and it was just playing at 30 frames and it just wasn't cutting it for me. It just wasn't. But it is such a beautiful looking game, and just the atmospheres and playing through the different missions, I am definitely going to be looking forward to the new expansion and what that is going to provide. Now, as far as buying it up front, it's definitely kind of a debate really right now, just because unfortunately with expansions, a lot of times the expansions do go on sale very quickly, and then you're spending $100 for the annual pass, and then not even 3 months later it's like half off. So it really comes down to hopefully the popularity of this game and how long it's sustained is really going to determine if it's going to be worth it buying. But those of you that are already loyal fan players, I mean, ultimately you probably already bought the annual expansion already at this point, so there's really no need of convincing. It's really just going to come down to the raving reviews and really seeing if the final shape is really going to hold up to bring worth that value. But as far as for myself, since I have not gotten around to actually finishing every expansion, I did get a chance to finish the Witch Queen, which was really good. I did get a chance to finish Lightfall, which was not bad as much as most people had said that it was. I think maybe because the fact the gameplay was pretty cool, and then also the new perk that you're able to get, which is the strand that you can play with this. As far as with Lightfall, the new perk that you're able to get with playing this game, it wasn't half bad. Again, the mechanics, the gunplay, that's really what I play Destiny for. When it comes to story, I think that's really where you're gonna find yourself lost into, because the fact the story is just all over the place, and it's just really kind of a little bit hard to follow if you haven't really been as vested in this game over the years. So gameplay wise, it's definitely not something that you're not gonna feel bored with playing, especially if you can play it with people. And now that they've made it a lot easier for people to be able to find matches where you can be able to find people to play with, now with the match finder, that makes it even more easier for you to be able to enjoy the game and be able to play with randoms if that is something of your preference. So I definitely will come back and be playing this, and we'll be looking forward to this game on sale probably for the next expansion. If it comes out being really good as far as the reviews once the game released next week, then I probably will more likely pick it up and and talk about it as far as in my review for the last expansion. But tell me your thoughts as far as what you're looking forward as far as in this game. Are you still playing Destiny? Are you looking to be picking back up with this game? Definitely like to talk about it in the comments below. And again, this is your host Aquarius Beverly here at Game Fanatics here, and this is where awesome people come to watch. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Talk to you soon. Peace.